Ahoy, super sleuths, and welcome again to Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, or Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I think that's the correct order of titles, vis-a-vis subtitles. Yeah. Here we are doing case number 3. The Turnabout Samurai, where we are grilling Ms. Oldbag here on the podium. Before I get into that, we'll review her latest testimony. I just wanted to point out that I only realized this only now after like four episodes into this third case. This is a case where we don't know who the killer is. They didn't show it to us. We didn't technically know who the killer was in the first two either, in terms of we don't know who they are or what their motivation was, but we were shown the murderer. This time we actually don't know. I only now realized this. It's kind of silly. I was, after I got done recording, I went out for a walk, and while walking I was like pondering to myself, like, I wonder who the killer is. Could it actually be Will Powers, or... I really don't think it's Oldbag, but who could it, and then I just realized while I was pondering this, like, oh my god, we actually do have a whodunit in this case. For the record, I'm leaning on we haven't actually met the murderer yet, is my feel here. That it's a character we have not been introduced to yet. Because who else could it be? It could be Mr. Powers, it could be Ms. Oldbag, it could be Penny, I guess. That's about the 3 characters we've met who it could feasibly be, and I don't really see it being any of them. I guess it'd be a grim twist if Penny turned out to be the killer, I guess. So I guess I'll float that option, but yeah. And Ms. Oldbag seems, she seems like a gumshoe in being the kind of clueless law enforcement person making things harder for us. I don't think she's the actual killer. Well, let's get into it. So we actually busted her on the very, very big deal. The photo of supposedly Mr. Powers, but it's a guy in the costume, so we have no way of knowing it is, except that Ms. Oldbag just threw down a fact about him dragging a leg because he sprained an ankle. I really can't tell from this picture, honestly. It looks like he's dragging both legs, and I think it's because he's got those giant, oversized pants legs. So I'm not convinced, but it kind of seemed like there wasn't really anything to contradict her on. There just seems like we might have to press her. But let's review Ms. Oldbag's testimony, her latest one. I'd never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
Well, Nick, find any glaring contradictions?
Well, she seems pretty sure that was Powers in that photo. I guess I'll just press her and see if I can shake her conviction. That's the game giving us a little clue right there that, well, Phoenix already said it the first time we heard it, but again, just giving us a second clue there to remind us that there isn't really anything to bust her on evidence-wise, so we will just try to contradict her. I mean... this seems like a stupid thing to contradict her on, this, braggart thing here, but let's go. Whippersnapper! Hey, I haven't said anything yet. I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow, the up and up. Youth today always whining about each other pointing fingers, and it's enough to make a lady. Mr. Wright, please... for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match. Haven't we all? Ugh. Okay, I don't see... there's no point in pressing her on this because we know that there was an action scene practice going on in the morning. I think that's pretty much established, so I don't see what the point is there. Let's instead, this seems like something we could squeeze her on. Trip and fall. Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. Yes, because, you know, clearly professional stunt actors apparently get it done in a single take. What is wrong with you? Haven't you worked in the live-action business, Ms. Oldbag? Like, stunt actors are constantly getting their asses handed to them in practice. What? So, Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? Put on a nurse's outfit and everything? Ooh, grrr. I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant, then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. Interesting, a little talk about Penny there as well. Let's talk about this prop as well. I need more facts. Which prop, how? He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. Oh, well. Do you guys see what the problem is with this fact? His samurai spear. The murder weapon? Luckily I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record. Okay. I was about to say we're gonna bust her on claiming that, you know, the spear is broken, how can you kill the guy with it? But okay, I guess the duct tape solution solves that problem. Okay, but good we got that, okay. Let's go back really quickly. He broke one of the props, it was a big mess. Okay, that is not updated with the samurai spear fact, but good thing we got that, yeah. That will probably come up at some point. Not yet, apparently, although we'll see if she says... I don't think in this testimony she said nothing about Mr. Hammer being killed with the spear, so we'll just let it be. So let's ask about this sprain in the ankle. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot, okay? I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is? Where is this Steel Samurai costume now? That's a good angle, Judge. Thanks for that. I didn't really think about that too much, but... Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Damn it, Judge! You were almost on Phoenix's side there for a minute with the where's the suit angle. Oh. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? It seems to have paid off to... throughout the two cases we've done so far, it seems to have paid off for us to go big. So I guess we will give another roll of the dice and see where this goes. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Uh-oh. That's not good. That confident look. I was hoping he'd be doing the freak out by now. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Oh shit, witness account continued? Now let's see, if you guys recall, there was some funny business with the photo records on the computer, so we're gonna have to pay extra careful attention here on this testimony if there is something we can take her out on vis-a-vis the photos. As you recall, I started some crazy baseless speculation that I think made a little bit... That was like a textbook example of conjecture can't be allowed in court, because I got this idea in my head that she let someone slip by under her watch, and embarrassed, she deleted the photo herself. The only proof I have is that the Steel Samurai photo was numbered photo number 2 for that day. So I am hoping that there is indeed a photo number 1, which maybe my speculation is indeed that Oldbag, in her embarrassment, deleted it. But that, of course, is indeed wild conjecture, and there's no way I can go on that alone here in the court. I'm not that crazy. So, alright, Ms. Oldbag, continue your testimony. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go through to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Huh. I'm surprised Edgeworth didn't jump in there to call us out. Just like, just being tired of our charade here. Maybe he's still that cocky that he thinks our cross-examination will be useless. Okay, yes, 2:30. Let's actually press her on everything for now, because I didn't really... There's only 3 points here, I think, and I didn't really see anything which might be a contradiction with the evidence so far. Let's just check that photo one more time. Yes, it does say photo number 2 there, so we might have to throw this down at some point. Maybe at this point? It might be risky. We'll see. Let's play some presses first, because it seems like presses are safe in this game. I've had that bar on the top right go down once in this game. Well, actually twice. And both of those times were when I used the wrong evidence. It has not happened when I've used the press function yet, so let's go. How do you know that? Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret pal, he told me everything. I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. Yeah, okay, that didn't really help. I mean, we know it's 2:30. The autopsy has that there. Alright, let's press on this, since, again, the photo thing might be where we cinch this. So, let's go. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody's suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody's suspicious looking. Right. No one else went there. Oh, well, let's still press her on this. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1 o'clock? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Alright, let's press on this as well. Are you sure? I mean, she was not at her station during those hours, so... The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy.
Old Windbag sure has balls. Or, well, you know what I mean.
Wow, I'm a little surprised that line made it into the localization. Old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? Whoa. Okay, cool. I think we have to throw this photo down at some point, because it has photo number 2 on it. That's the only angle I see here. On one of these 2 points, but I don't know which one. Maybe here, because I would have seen them, then what about photo number 1? Because I don't think this is gonna help necessarily. The card, I mean, it's the angle is that how did Mr. Powers get into the lot if the card was in his room? But, I don't know. Also, if you guys are mysteriousing about, well, if the gate's locked, where did this other person come through that we're suspecting, I good English. You may recall there was that open grate in the employee area that Maya mentioned that someone could crawl through. I don't remember if I highlighted that last episode during the courtroom drama, but I haven't forgotten about that fact. That could, in fact, be how this other person got inside when the gate was locked. I mean, you know, look at the freaking gate. It totally looks like someone could just climb over it, but I guess the video game is implying that, nope, that's just not possible if the gate is impenetrable when it is locked. I kind of have that feeling. Okay, I've been stalling because I'm so scared of doing this, but I think... Let's go. Hold on! Look at this photograph one more time. Oh shit, this looks promising. Phoenix is very confident here. Let's see if this paid off. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, sonny. So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture? And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for 1 photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1? If it really was the only photo? Oh yeah, jury's all peas and carrotsing over there. I think we've got them. Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for 1 of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself. You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. You know, I think she is kind of the right age group to play that card. But let's not play ageism here. Edgy boy, help! Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Mrs. Oldbag? Oh, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please. Man, I love that the judge is getting tired of this bull here. So, the other person. Now we are getting somewhere. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Oh wow, and you are the sole arbiter for that, are you? Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Ah, yes, Edgeworth, feel it, feel that burn. Mrs. Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
Man, I love Maya's tired of it face as well. That's amazing. The expressions in this game are excellent. It's so good, this game, with the character designs. Alright. I don't see any point pressing on this. We could press on this since this is the actual thing. How many photos are there, usually? On a day when we're open to the public, we get more than 500 people. But on filming days, or rehearsal days, well, we don't have much money. We never get more than 50, and that's a big day. Do you back up all of the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. Yeah, let's press on this, because this is so awkward. Oh yes, I solely decide what to keep and what to destroy. Yes, that's right. Let's go. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part. For example, if the dog has shifty eyes, you know it's the bad guy. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Ms. Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Alright, let's ask about this as well. Obviously, this is rather important. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? Yeah, come on, let's not leave this detail out. A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second! Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Oh well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. Ah, yes, awesome, the game brings that up as well. Here we go. This is gonna ruin Edgeworth's case. He's been riding so hard on the idea that no one else could have come in there. So this is gonna destroy the man. Although, I guess we'll see what kind of reaction he has. He seems to always pull out an awful curveball at us when we least expect it, so let's go. There it is. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and, well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and... They're kids, children. Whippersnappers. Oh, she's going for the a child would never kill someone angle, which, I guess so. For one, how are they going to stab Mr. Hammer hard enough with a spear to kill them? Maya, why don't you demonstrate? Actually, no, that will ruin our case. Never mind. Kids? So, on the photo that you erased? It was a boy. Probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Okay, it looks like... Man, they are actually gonna ruin us after all. Edgeworth's totally gonna go on the angle of a little kid could never kill a grown man like Mr. Hammer with a spear. God damn! I thought I had this in the bag, but they just got me super hard. What a great game that gives me such conflicted feelings, huh?
Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw two people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes, well we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear.
Impossible, I'd think. It's quite heavy. I should know, I've tried.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
Ooh, that was aimed at Ms. Oldbag. Phew. Judge is doing a pretty good job of being impartial. It's just that these always seem to be so stacked against Phoenix. Well, I shouldn't really complain about that, because if it wasn't, we would not have this game now, would we? Okay, so October 18th, 11:08 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Mr. Powers?
Yes?
Tell me straight. Are you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So, who was the steel samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The steel samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
You're that sound of a sleeper?
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume.
Are you kidding me? That's like total collector shit. I mean, it is craven to do it, but still, I could see someone wanting to.
So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick! What are we gonna do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Oh my god, are we gonna have to bust this little kid? Oh no.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey, Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that.
Well, please don't sniff like that. It's like you're killing me here.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order! Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right.
Ah, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.